social animals. They can't live alone.
Hey guys,
Okay, guys,
welcome back to Coronacast.
welcome to the Comcast.
You alright there? Did your mic just cut out?
I thought you were gonna, start with the intro of how we're in podcasts talking about absolutely nothing.
Oh yeah, right. This is Coronacast. We're a bunch of fucking sick motherfuckers who are coughing and don't get flu vaccines. And we talk about absolute jack shit. So, first of all, the impeachment trial is moving on in the Senate, and a lot of the evidence is being called as hearsay, blah, 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 blah. Who gives a shit about President Trump? More importantly, let's talk about which states suck.
Oh yeah. Every state's least favorite state. A lot of people hate California.
What a
Hey,
big surprise. Yeah, fuck California. Let's see, how many states hate California? That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 states hate California. And which state does California hate?
Texas, I think.
Of course they do.
Just because they both they fight each other over. Oh, we were both independent republics once, so we should have independence. And they're like, no, you don't. They
For
just reality check each other.
For two extremely hot states, or, extremely lukewarm states, they sure are full of a bunch of fucking snowflakes, aren't they?
If Mike was here right now, he would tell us how it was actually snowing in Texas a couple days ago.
Was it? Oh,
Yeah, they actually were snowing. It was snow.
God damn. Yeah, speaking of snow, we were talking about something just before we started recording. So, apparently in 2010, the threshold for triggering a 10-year mandatory minimum sentence was moved from 50 grams to 280 grams of crack cocaine. This produced a massive spike in the number of people caught with exactly 280 grams of crack cocaine, excuse me. And we did a little bit of research, and we found that the amount of cocaine it takes to get high, well, most people are doing like 1 to 2 grams of crack a day. So 280 grams of crack, that's a good, what is that, a 10-month supply?
A dealer's dose, basically.
It's 10 months. Yeah, it's a dealer's dose. It's a 10-month supply. So now, this is interesting. Why would suddenly everyone be getting caught with specifically or exactly 280 grams of crack cocaine?
I have an idea.
Go for it.
I think the police just take the excess and they keep it to themselves to sell on their own, or for their own use.
No, that's
Gotta
absolute.
keep some for the fun.
That's absolute bullshit. Everyone knows that police are really good people and they only arrest legitimate drug dealers who are out to harm our communities. So, here's the thing, though. There is some rounding. Prosecutors, if they see that someone has been arrested for, let's say, 270 grams of possession, they're going to argue 280 grams, and the court's just going to look at it and be like, 270, 280, close enough. What's 10 grams? And that's going to be...
Bev.
Yeah, that's going to be a 10-year. So, 10 years for 10 grams. But, that might be it. It could be you got a guy walking around with a kilo of crack, which is a little bit heavy. Officer arrests the dude, and he documents it as 280 grams. And the cop...
he only documents him as 10%, and he takes a 90% and keeps it to himself.
Well, I think it's a 30-70, but yeah, same diff. Now, why the fuck do you think a police officer would do that?
Well, he's got to keep some of the fun.
Are you suggesting that police officers have wild crack parties where they just snort that shit up and snort it off of hookers' ass on the taxpayer's dollar?
Well, how else are they going to run their 72-hour shifts and everything?
Well, BRB, becoming a police officer.
Good luck.
It's pretty...
Well, actually, it might be easy. It might be pretty easy,
easy,
especially in states like Portland, where the cops are quitting in droves.
Why are the cops quitting in droves in Portland?
Because the police, well, because Portland has a really shitty law from frontier times and shit, where like the mayor, who's like he's like a lib hippie motherfucker, and he's the chief of police, so he's their boss, and he tells them to stand down during all the riots and shit that are happening over there.
Which riots are these?
Those Antifa riots that have been happening and stuff, man.
Oh, are those still happening? I thought they got
Well,
bored
they
and walked
were.
off.
When they were, like a lot of police officers just quit because like the hobos were shitting and pissing all over them, and then like the Antifa were like blowing weed smoke in their faces, and they couldn't do shit because their boss said let them do it.
So now I got this image in my head of like a bunch of like soy boys with their half beards, running around in their pussy caps, throwing up signs, and getting the shit beaten out of them by some neo-Nazis. And the cops are just standing there like, yep. And then just a hobo walks up and shits and pisses all over them. Is that how it is?
Kind of like during one of the riots like a couple months ago, the police, well, they can't actually go against their boss. So like when they were just trying to get dispatched to the riots, well, they could actually arrest anyone or even stand near them. So they were running police drills on the taxpayer dollar.
Nice.
And like they were running police drills on the taxpayer dollar, like like jogging a couple laps around where the riot was, standing there for like 5 minutes and then leaving.
So you guys pay the police to do absolutely nothing. Is that the situation here?
Yeah, Portland's fucked.
Man, fuck Portland. I don't know, is that better or worse? Because the other option is the police get in there and they just beat the shit out of whoever the fuck they want to, and they just arrest people for what's pretty much, as far as I see it, it's a civil matter. If the neo-Nazis and the Antifas, if they want to get in a fight and just punch each other in the face over and over again, then I don't know. I kind of want to say let them and then sue for damages later. I don't feel like we should be clogging up.
I'd rather the police actually give those motherfuckers a beatdown because they're just Portlanders. They deserve a beating that their absent fathers never gave.
So what you're saying is you want Portland to turn into a three-way meet and beat.
Yes.
Neo-Nazis versus Antifas versus the police in an intense smackdown, only available on pay-per-view. Yeah, fuck it. You can fund the police through pay-per-view this way.
Yeah, man. They should just put a fence all around Portland and make it like a literal cage match and put on pay-per-view.
Fuck yeah, man. They should just turn Portland into like America's first ANCAP entertainment police state.
Yeah, they could make like a super jail. Remember that show? That was pretty good. I liked it.
Fuck yeah, I remember
Portland
Super
was
Jail.
Super jail.
Oh,
yeah,
shit,
imagine
dude.
if Portland was super jail.
It would be at least 50% less stupid than it is now. Dude, that's fucking sweet. Okay, so which state says Oregon is their least favorite state? Is that on there?
Nope, I don't think so. Nope.
Except for what's that? God, what's that smallish state that's below New York? That's not Rhode Island. Where is that? Is that
That's
Delaware?
Jersey.
Is that New Jersey? I thought that was Delaware.
That's Jersey. Jersey hates itself. Hates everyone.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That means New Jersey is self-aware. I think it's Delaware that hates everyone, right? Am I reading this correctly? God damn, I suck at geography. I'm gonna check a map now. So let it be known that Roar is absolutely terrible at American geography. Fuck. Alright, so let's see here. That one is... No, it is New Jersey. Yeah, okay, so New Jersey hates everyone. Yeah, I'm not surprised.
I told you.
What
I
a big
told
fucking
you.
surprise.
I'm good at my geography. I'm good at maps. That's one thing I'm good at.
That's true, you are our map color and master. You should be a fucking...
percentage of 5 achievements, man.
You should... Are you investing in your geomancy class, or... Because you have a few points that you can distribute, right?
I think so. I should go geomancy, druid, hybrid. Control both the land and the animals.
Yeah, fuck yeah, man. You could be you could just bring out all of your what are they? Your race perks? You have race perks, right?
Yeah, my racial perks. I could also use those. I think they give me a couple extra skill points in those classes.
Yeah, I think you got an affinity for geomancy, druid shit, herbology, alchemy.
I can cast at one level higher than my actual level.
Yeah. So what's your negative? What's the weakness for the engine race?
Alcoholism,
Oh, right.
smallpox.
Is there like is there some kind of resistance? Not yeah, resistance, like a resistance based wizard class or what?
That for engines, there's actually a resistance towards toxins. Especially during to nightshades. You know, you could there's a lot of deadly nightshades that were in North America that a lot of engines eat all the time, like tomatoes, potatoes, and tobacco. You know, they just
Yeah.
consume them, and it doesn't do shit to them.
Right, yeah. But you guys are you're like weak on technomancy, right? I think like math and technomancy and shit, right?
Yeah, kinda. But we're great at bartering and trading, so there is some math involved in that. Well, at least assessment. So that's like a +1 to identify.
Yeah, I feel like Indians and Asians should be high perk races for wizard classes.
Well, it's like when the families and stuff are over, just replace the rice with corn. You know, like in Asian family, like banquet and dinner and stuff, when the families are over and everything, just replace the rice with corn, and that's basically the same thing.
Dude, Asians are fucking top tier at like walkmancy and what is that? Pyromancy, right? Pyromancy and like kimchi mancy. I think there is a word for that, right? Like what was that thing in The Witcher where they're just like there was some kind of mage discipline where they just like manufacture cheese, right? What the fuck was that? Did you do that quest?
Uh, let's see. Cheese. I don't know what cheese is in Greek. It might be related to
Tyromancer.
Greek.
It was called
Pyromancer, yeah.
yeah, tyromancy. Is that a real thing? Oh yeah, no, that's a real thing. So tyromancy is a form of divination that involves observation of cheese, especially as it coagulates.
Oh
Yeah.
man, imagine looking at all the bubbles in Swiss cheese and trying to figure out the future from it.
I am about 90% sure that the white people race has a perk in tyromancy, but I don't know if
Yeah,
any.
yeah, white people love cheese. I don't know why, but they love
Dude, I fucking love cheese. Do you not love cheese?
cheese is okay.
Damn, no, you guys don't get it.
Oh man. Rory's added a new emote.
What is
Uh-oh.
this? Oh no, what is it? Do I have to see? What is this shit?
It's
Oh, and uh-oh.
isn't that Chopper Dave or no?
Is that oh, it might be. Speaking of
Yeah, I think
choppers, should we discuss that? Yeah, let's get into that a little bit. So, if you're listening to this on time, or if you look at the timestamp, you'll probably notice that right when this shit happened, or right when we were recording this, like 10 fucking minutes ago, um, a B-Ball Legends chopper was downed. I'm trying to think of how to approach this without sounding like a total jackass. But yeah, so it was like
From what I hear, he took a lot of choppers.
yeah, man, when you're fucking loaded, when you're like the pretty much the world's most renowned basketball star, then you can just like if you just want to get a pack of cigs, you'd be like, "Oh god damn, I'm out of what the fuck do they smoke? They probably smoke like cigarillos and shit, but whatever. Let's just say menthols." So they're like, "Fuck, I'm out of Newports or menthols or whatever the fuck." And you just call your
Time to go
chopper
to the
over.
7-Eleven. Yeah, take the chopper to 7-Eleven.
And the chopper takes like 15 minutes to get to the top of the building and like, 20 minutes to get strapped in and everything. And then you fly like 2 minutes down the street, land on the 7-Eleven, and go right in. I'm gonna tell you, dude, if I was loaded as fuck, I would have a weed delivery helicopter on
Oh
call.
wow. Spaces just posted something. BBC used footage of LeBron James when they were covering Kobe. You know.
Oh,
Oh
God.
God. Oh Lord. It's like I guess they didn't check. They didn't fact check that it was the right person. They just were like, this guy does basketball, so he might be the same person.
Dude, man, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna miss Kobe because I just remember in the fucking 90s watching Shazam. He was so fucking good in that.
I thought that was Shaq.
Oh yeah, right. Okay, so yeah, Kobe was the fucking mermaid, right?
I think.
Which NBA player was a mermaid?
Are we gonna have to search this as like right now?
Man. Oh shit. Well, I don't know. At least fuck man, Kobe. Man, the body isn't even fucking cold yet and people are already talking about what a shitty person he was.
Yeah, bringing up his allegations and stuff. It's like, let the body actually, get cold first before you start trying to, signal for whatever the fuck you're targeting.
Dude, you had fucking what, 20 years to talk about what a rapist he may or may not have been, and you're gonna wait until he dies and people are mourning him to talk about what a shitty person he was. He's a fucking
Like going to the funeral and actually, saying this person is a piece of shit. That's disrespectful. That's dishonorable. That's so bad. Why?
Do you want to get a fucking night wraith in your bedroom? Because that's how you get a night wraith in your bedroom. I don't think you don't want a b-ball ghost in your bedroom because he will fucking dunk on you in your sleep.
Yeah, I know that because I played Barkley, Shut Up and Jam Gaiden, and yeah, there were b-ball ghosts. You don't want b-ball ghosts. They're bad. They're terrible. They're terrible.
Yeah, dude, they just fucking dunk on you all over the place. Bruh.
Not only that, but they make a mess of your pots and pans as they're trying to make their slam jam.
Yeah, dude. Oh, man. So that's like, what is that? All right, so Kobe's down, and fuck, man. Rest in peace, Kobe. Rest in peace, Michael Jordan. Rest in peace, Magic Johnson. And who else is gone? Rest in peace, Dennis Rodman. All the legends. LeBron's still around, right?
Who?
LeBron?
I think so, but they use his footage for a BBC news article.
Okay, well let's
so maybe he's next.
well let's just err on the side of mourning and say rest in peace LeBron just in case he's already gone. We can check that later.
Oh man, so what else is going on in the news?
Bernie's fucking kicking up. So our boy Biden was leading for the past few months in all the polls, and I think it was last week, all of a sudden, the CNN poll, Bernie Sanders took the lead ahead of Biden, and probably because fucking Warren just shot herself in the foot, so she's falling off the polls, and all of her poll points are going straight to Sanders. And meanwhile, our internet DMT expert Joe Rogan has announced his support of Bernie Sanders, which is a little bit surprising. I thought he was a bigger fan of Yang, but I mean, I'm not gonna argue with that. Sanders is a good choice.
Yeah, I don't even know who I'm gonna vote for this time around. I think I'm gonna just go third party again, like I did when I voted for Gary Johnson. Just the ultimate meme lord. I'm gonna try to find which one's the ultimate meme lord and vote for them.
That's a good call.
I also
That's a
voted
good
in like
use.
2008. 2008, I voted for Vermin Supreme. So yeah, Vermin Supreme, Gary Johnson. I'm using my votes.
You are improving the state of this nation. I'm going to tell you something important, something that every American needs to hear. Do not be afraid to vote for someone that you think has no chance in hell of getting elected. because all the votes that go to third parties are going to tell whoever gets elected that whatever that person stands for, that's a priority. So if you're voting for the rent is too damn high party, and even if they only get like 1% of the votes, then if someone wins by a margin, if they win of like 42% of the popular vote,
Yeah.
then
I looked at Gary Johnson's statistics. Like he won 3% in Oregon, and so that's something. Like everywhere else he was like 1% or 0%. He got 3% in Oregon, so my vote actually mattered.
that's because you guys are a bunch of fucking stoners.
I know.
You fucking mountain people. You're just like, yeah, whatever. I don't know, man. When I put it that way, I'm not even sure I can say fuck Oregon. I think that's kind of cool. I think you guys are going against the grain. I admire that.
We still have that frontier spirit of going against the grain and voting for somebody that isn't, like mainstream. Because, well, you gotta forge your own path around here.
You guys have the frontier tradition of getting baked as all fuck and just doing whatever circus clown bullshit you can possibly imagine.
Whatever you have to do to get through the day.
Dude, yeah. Oregon's a fucking cope state. Major cope going on. Well, I think we need to...
The only bad part of Oregon is Portland. So yeah, if they do fence it off and make it into a super jail like we were talking about, that would actually be a good idea. Oh, Mike's here. What's up, Mike?
Mones, you with us?
Or maybe he's just listening.
Yeah, he's probably...
Anyways, as I was saying, we should fence out Portland and make it into a super jail.
Well, here's my idea. All right, I say you take the whole state and you turn it into... Wait, is Portland, is it like, what is the elevation, high or low compared to the rest of the state?
It's low. It's
perfect.
It's near the... Yeah, it's lowland. They're
Okay,
the lowlands.
Perfect. Then that's
and
exactly...
I live in the highlands.
Fuck yeah, you do. So here's my idea. You turn the entire fucking state into a giant b-ball stadium, and Portland is the court. And like you just have b-ball games like 24/7, and during halftime, Portland just does whatever the fuck Portland does, and that'll be the halftime show.
Oh, that'll be interesting.
So it'll be like, now presenting the Antifa riots, and as soon as they go to halftime, you just get to see a bunch of soy boys and shaved heads just knocking each other out for like 15 minutes, and then they go back to the Duncan game. Bro, did you know that North Korea actually has special rules for b-ball?
Oh, really? Is that why they had what was his name, Dennis Rodman as a diplomat over there? Or?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Dennis Rodman actually created their rule set. So they play Rodman rules b-ball over there.
Rules of Rodman.
Yeah, dude, it's like I think if you dunk, you get like 3 points, and if you shoot from the half court line, you get like 4 or 5 points. And if you like put on a dress and dye your hair green and just start wigging out in the middle of the fucking court, then you get like 10 points and win the game. And there's negative points.
So it's like Quidditch.
Pretty much, yeah. And I think you get a negative point if you miss a free throw. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so you could just win a game by persistently fouling the worst free thrower on the opponent team. If they have less than a 0.5, then you're fucking in, man. Just keep knocking their ass out.
Oh man, B-ball Quidditch edition. That does sound really really great. I really want to see Rodman rules in action.
Yeah, I think we should put Rodman rules into the Oregon stadium, the Portland stadium, the Portland court. And let's rename Portland to Cortland while we're at it.
Just naming it Cortland would actually probably be a better name.
Right? Fuck, man, we have so many great ideas. All right, so I'm gonna vote for whichever presidential candidate posts a cohesive plan, a comprehensive plan to turn Oregon into a basketball stadium.
Only in the lowlands. The highlands, you could leave them alone.
No, the Highlands is gonna be the bleachers and the what do you call them? The audience chairs.
Yeah, well, where I am, it's just football and wrestling. You know, like we always go like in in like the high school, everything like they always go to state and everything, and
Y'all
they
are into
always
wrestling?
win. Yeah, wrestling.
Which rules?
The standard wrestling, you know, like actual wrestling, like, you know,
That's just
traditional wrestling, not
traditional.
professional wrestling.
Yeah, traditional wrestling. That's just where you shove your fingers in someone's butt until their back touches the floor, right?
Something like that. I think that's why we always win. Because I guess we're good at that. And in the Highlands.
Yeah, y'all are fucking butt touching masters. Man, have you seen sumo wrestling, by the way? I was watching all the sumo wrestling, like the 2020 tournament highlights.
I am not a fan of fat slap push. Holy fat slap push. I'm not a fan of it.
Dude, I was watching it on the NHK World Channel, cause my grandparents they have like one of those cable packages where it has like 1,000 channels and like 900 of them are shopping and bullshit. And yeah, the NHK World, they're just like, sumo is a traditional sport that represents the spirit and beauty of Japan. And I'm watching and it's just like fat people slapping each other. Slap the fat. Traditional beauty and spirit.
All cultures are beautiful. All cultures are beautiful.
Are you describing my sex life?
Do you slap the fatty? Is that your sex life, Mones? Slapping the fatty?
Slapping the fat, dude.
Fuck yeah, dude. Bro, I'm down with thick girls. I'm not gonna lie.
Everybody's gotta eat.
What the fuck does that mean?
Whatever.
He's in Texas. Everyone's got to eat.
Everybody's gotta eat, man.
Everybody over there eats steak and anything beef related. They just eat nothing but like meat over there, and yeah,
Oh yeah. Everything has to be done on a
barbecue.
bar.
Yeah, barbecue and meat just everywhere. Cause this is Texas, damn it.
Dude, those fucking German sausages. I could go for a German sausage.
Oh man. So yeah, you didn't get everything through the.
Yeah, did you see that, Mones? I bought
Yeah.
I bought fucking 4 packs of Hebrew Nationals and 3 pounds of these like Georgia smoked beef sausages, and I was so fucking excited. Like 7 pounds of beef sausages, and I was trying to bring them through customs, and the dude was just like, "You can't do this. You can't bring in fucking 7 pounds of pussy and ass into our country." And I was like,
We
"Come
don't
on,
trust
man."
his kosher meat.
Yeah, right, dude.
Yeah, it's
No,
Hebrew National, bro.
seriously, they answer to a higher authority or something.
Yeah, if they screw up with that meat, they gotta answer to you know who.
Yeah. Parentheses, parentheses, them.
I was talking about Yahweh. You know,
Yeah. Oh, he's the king of parentheses, them.
he's got all the parentheses.
He's super parentheses.
He is absolutely parenthetical. He's so fucking parenthetical. He has braces, curly braces.
So I don't know if I laid this one on y'all yet. While we're talking about parentheses, you know, we got a saying where we come from down here. The best Jew is a dead Jew, and his name is Jesus Christ. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Amen.
How fucking baked are you, Mones? Come on, man.
I just heard that
Jesus.
joke the other day. Some dude from
Jesus
San
Christ.
Antonio told it, and I was like, "What do they think differently about them down in San Antonio? What are you getting on here?"
San
He just
Antonio is
got
like
me.
Neo Austin now, right?
I know you got me with the misdirect. I was like, I thought y'all were more progressive down there. You're talking about Jew jokes, man.
So what?
So yeah, man, go ahead.
Which city is better for barbecue these days, Austin or San Antonio?
It's probably still Austin. They got all them competing barbecue places down there.
God damn, I gotta
DFW
move.
is not too bad either.
God, I gotta move over there.
It's just
You
all
had the
spread
right
out.
idea. Yeah, everything's
mean-
spread out.
Public transportation's a fucking joke down here.
Yeah, that's a big thing about America. Like if I go back to live in America, I think it would be when I'm like 50 or something, closer to retirement. Because while I'm young and shit, I don't want to be sitting around all day just smoking weed and eating sausages. Because that sounds fucking fun. Don't get me wrong. Like I would love to
I
just
mean, I
sit
do
on
a little
my
bit more than that. Shit.
yeah.
Yeah, if you eat
Well,
nothing
like-
but sausages, you're going to get gout, dude. You gotta worry about your health.
Well, okay. So what you folks
Bropy.
what you folks need to know is so here Seoul is like crazy dense, right? Like I can go down the street, like Costco is 15 minutes away from my apartment, and if I go the other direction, there's just like loads of mountain parks on top of each other. There's literally a mountain right across the street from me, and it has a temple in it and everything. And if I get on a subway, then like 20 or 30 minutes later, I'm going to be in the middle of the city with all the big, like, all the shopping malls and all the tourist sites, like the special arts district, all that shit. Like, everything is just a stone's throw away from me. And if you're living in, like, a super chill, kind of suburban or semi-rural area in America, then it's like, you got to get in a car and drive 30 minutes until you find the next, like, fucking Walmart or something.
Oh yeah.
My nearest Walmart's 12 miles away.
Right? Yeah, you said like the nearest grocery, like the nearest anything is like several towns away from you, right, Brips?
Yeah, it's the next town over, and yeah, that's 12 miles away.
Fucking shit. Yeah, I can't handle that, man. I couldn't handle going more than 3 miles to like, oh fuck that. I don't have to go 3 miles to see anything. It's like for me, it's civilization is 200 meters away. Like I basically live in the suburbs as far as Korea is concerned.
Well,
Like-
you were talking about not seeing anything. You see a lot of nothing out here. You're right about.
Yeah. So it must be super fucking cool to retire out there or something. Just sit on your ass, have like 10 dogs, a big ass yard, and a smoker and shit, and just like chill all day with a giant sound system, no one beating down your door, just smoking weed all day. Like that's how I want to retire.
Not only that, but well, in like 30 years, when you do retire, when you're 50, hopefully all those snowflakes, well, they finally melt and kill themselves by then. Hopefully they're all dead by then, so you could actually retire somewhere in peace.
Bro, yeah, like when I retire, all the millennials are gonna be running for president, and like all the Zoomers are gonna be running for Senate.
They're also going to be in those super dense places you're just talking about getting away from for your retirement.
Yeah, yeah.
Pity, bro.
Well, I don't know. So that's what I'm wondering. Like right now, millennials and Zoomers, they want to be in super dense areas. They want to be in New York. They want to be in Portland, San Francisco, and
Seattle.
Seattle. Yeah. So where do you think they're going to be when it's time to retire?
Dead.
I don't know. All of them will retire, you know?
I don't think they're gonna retire because they're gonna be wages for the rest of their lives.
Consuming too many things.
I don't know, man. Sanders is going to change shit. There's going to be a lot of changes soon. I feel like we're probably going to get we're going to get a UBI in the next 10 years, within the next 10 years.
Yeah, and I think that's a lot of people were saying Yang was running just to get that in the conversation.
Yeah. No, because that's what fucking Sanders did 4 years ago. Like, when he showed up, he was just running on a hard platform of subsidized education, subsidized healthcare, whatever. And now here we are in 2020, and what is every single fucking Democratic candidate saying?
Exactly what he was.
Right. So yeah, no, fucking.
Well, they're just saying what he's saying, except for they have more life expectancy.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna have like fucking fully automated snowflakes in a few decades. Maybe they're gonna fucking upload everyone's brains into the cloud, and then you're just gonna have this big mass of people that just remembers the 90s for like all fucking eternity. It'll be like
While cracking open monsters.
yeah, well, whatever the gluten-free version of a monster is, yeah. And
I think they are gluten free, aren't they?
Monster Zero.
well, they're
Yeah,
gonna
they're
make a new
gluten-free.
version. They're gonna make a new version that's fucking fair trade taurine, and it'll be like fucking, I don't know, it'll like LaCroix or something. Maybe LaCroix will make their own version of monster. It'll be called like La Crotch Monster or something.
Well, Mones and I were talking about how, like, about beers and stuff, and how, like, last year scientists were able to make they were able to, like, genetically engineer yeast to make all this stuff that's in weed instead of alcohol.
Yeah, I
So
thought
they
you were
might start
making
doing
that
that.
up.
No, I wasn't.
Are you saying like weed beer?
Without the beer, it's just yeast that makes every chemical that weed makes. You know, that cannabis has.
Okay, so
instead of making alcohol, it's making some THC.
Yeah, it's making THC, CBD, and all the other stuff that comes with cannabis. But you know, instead of alcohol,
the fucking seas. So yeah, okay. So this is the outlook for 2030. First of all, not only will THC be legal in 52 states, but THC will be in literally everything. There will be a new Monsanto, except there'll be the fucking Monsanto of THC. And
can you
you'll just-
imagine? Can you imagine for Woka if they added THC to it?
Well, you don't even need to do that, because I mean, you just go to the store and your Coca-Cola is already going to have THC in it. And you pick up a Mountain Dew and it's going to have some THC in it. You grab a Monster, it has THC in it. You get a fucking loaf of bread, THC. You want some fucking cookies, THC. You get some goddamn German sausages and ribs and shit, which, first of all, they're not going to be made of meat. They're going to be made of that fucking stem cell stuff. And it's going to have THC in it.
Hell yeah, dude.
I'm looking forward to 2030.
Hell yeah, man!
I'm gonna have my own farm if that's going down, dude. I have to make my own ribs, man.
Your own
And then
THC
the
ribs.
ground
Fresh
itself
out
is
of
going to
the
be
ground.
made of THC.
Farm
Yeah,
potato.
you're gonna grow some ribs with THC in them.
Nah, without the THC, I'll get my own THC. I'll have to grow that too somehow, man. I don't know.
Can you imagine? There's going to be like a specialty, all natural, non-THC thing that you could actually corner the market in.
They're gonna
Wait,
see
pause.
me
Get into it.
have to, dude.
Wait, guys, pause just a second. Mones just said I'm gonna have to try to like figure out how to grow some THC. I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, man. I don't know how you get around that, dude. I heard
can-
they just make it in labs, bro.
Well, I think I can think of one way to
Yeah.
grow THC. There is one way to grow THC. It's kind of revolutionary.
Man, I heard there like used to be a way, but they said science went too far, and so they make it in with lab coats now.
They put their lab coats in the ground and water them, and it turns into THC.
No, they put on their lab coats and then they go in this room and they come back out with it and they're like, hey, you know, don't tell anybody. So nobody knows.
When I went to university, like my chemistry teacher actually showed us like he actually made like for research purposes he actually made like some crystal meth, but actually like disposed of it after he showed us like the finished product.
Yeah.
You know, like he actually incinerated it.
Incinerated it?
Yeah, after he showed us like
Like
final step.
so he smoked it.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
He disposed of it.
He disposed of it,
in
and
an
also the whole
incinerator.
he disposed of it, and the whole class got super fucking high.
No, it was like an enclosed incinerator that didn't, leak to anybody, unfortunately.
Did he show you guys the incinerator?
Yes, and he showed it burning.
Yeah, he just didn't show the little pipe where his buddy was like sucking out all the exhaust.
Yeah, there's like a fucking
Or
vape bag there.
the 280 milligrams that he had offhand.
279.
Oh yeah. He only showed us one grab that he just said, "Yep, this is it. This is
Yeah,
what it
this
looks
is so
like.
much-
Burn it."
Holy shit, man. Oregon is wild.
Oregon, man.
Oregon is pretty good when it comes to that stuff. I mean, like, yeah, it
Well,
has
no.
it has that frontier spirit where it's like, yep, we could do this, but we're not going to show you how, but we could do this.
Was that when, or is that the place where they had that standoff with BLM? Those guys were like, "Hey, this is our land," and the Bureau of Land Management was like, "Nah, dude,
Where I was, yeah, in Malheur County.
just a bunch of white dudes with guns saying, back off, government."
Yeah, and it did fucking nothing because they ran out of food and they were asking for donations for food.
Yeah.
They
Well,
they
kinda
they
pulled
they,
ourselves
they
in
got
here.
sieged and they got starved out in their own siege.
That's fucking balls. So okay, so Oregon is this place where people just synthesize whatever fucking drugs they can think of in labs and shit. And meanwhile in China, they're just fucking synthesizing diseases. So which one of these countries is cooler?
I think America because well you can actually consume drugs versus diseases and actually live to tell the tale.
Fuck yeah, man, you can't get high off of coronavirus.
Coronavirus?
You can get die off of it though.
You can, that is correct.
You're trying to get to die, go to China. That's all I'm saying.
Hasn't it been like that since the dawn of time? If you want to die, you just go to China.
They're just making it easier for everybody, dude.
Yeah, they're just making dying in China easier with less steps.
I'm pretty sure like every 5 years China comes up with another disease, right?
Well, not necessarily. Like SARS took like what? That was like 2002, 2003.
Well, there
It
was
takes them like
SARS.
15 years.
Well, there was SARS, but there were a few others, right? So SARS was when was SARS?
Was that bird flu? Or swine
That
bird
was
flu.
2003.
So SARS
Bird
was
flu.
SARS was 2003, I think. Yeah, SARS was 2002, 2003. The bird flu was 2005.
Yeah. So that's like a span of 2 to 3 years. So
Yeah,
I guess they're getting better.
Swine flu was 2009. So we've been.
And then
We have
11
the
years of
passing years.
silence, and then suddenly the coronavirus is everywhere.
Oh, great. Who has a list of them? Disease outbreaks by year. So let's see. Let's look at 2011 first. It was mostly bird flu. Let me see if there was anything in China. Polio virus in China in 2011. 2012, more bird flu. 2013, regular flu.
Just normal ass flu. Flu.
It was a bird flu derivative. It was the same code. It was the H7N9. So there were two kinds of bird flus, by the way. There's the H5N6 and there's the H7N9. So I guess they're just playing Battleship with bird flu.
So what did they sink the China ship?
It's a pretty
The
fucking big
communist
ship.
dictator ship.
It's a pretty fucking
that's
big
a pretty
ship, my
big
dude.
ship.
Sinking the Wuhan ship right now.
Wuhan?
The Wuhan
And the
ship.
coronavirus?
Yeah, the Wahoo City. Wahoo City had like fucking 4,000 cases or something, or 5 million people were like exposed to it before they finally closed the fucking gates. They took their time on that one.
That's Chinese bureaucracy at its best. I mean, if there's one thing that China knows better than killing their own populace, it's bureaucracy and civil service.
Well, I would say it's the opposite. I would say China's bureaucracy actually moves faster than most bureaucracies in the world, and that's because the government has a full say in how quickly they move. And I'm going to say they probably move quickly on most shit that isn't diseases, and I think they move slowly on diseases on purpose because, every now and again they are like, we just have too many fucking people.
I buy it.
I'm gonna be right back.
Take the over on that.
Yeah. So that's my theory on the coronavirus is just fucking Chinese government wants to thin out the population a little bit because there's been too many Chinese lately, so they just started fucking infecting shitty beers.
Oh no, they're getting my beers.
You don't drink Corona, do you?
No. That's some white people shit right there.
Right. Yeah, it's some fucking gringo shit. That's what you drink when you're eating like really shitty tacos, right?
Yep. You have to put a lime in it, or else it smells like your armpit.
Yeah, dude. I like fucking Chinese beers. Do you ever drink Chinese beers?
I've had a Tsingtao before.
Yeah. So Qingdao is that's the original Chinese beer. It's based on a German recipe or something.
Mm.
And pretty much every beer in China now is based on Qingdao. And they all have the same smell of weed. Yeah, I was really confused because I was in one of those. We have these we have these places here in
hops, right? And seen hops.
It might be hops.
Very similar to buds.
Well, oh yeah, the look of it, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the aroma though.
Yeah, not so much the taste or the smell. Yeah.
There's so we have these kinds of bars here in Korea. They're it's a combination of a bar and a convenience store. You just walk in, you grab a basket, and you put a bunch of bottles in your basket, pay for them, and then you sit down and chill and order food and shit. And I went to one of these places, and they had a bunch of they had I think it was Buddha-shaped bottles. So I picked up a few of these green Buddhas.
Lucky Buddha?
Yeah, no, I don't know what it was called. I don't remember what it was called. It had some Chinese name.
A beer called Lucky Buddha.
That sounds like a craft beer.
And it's shaped in it's a green bottle and it's got this little fat Buddha that makes up the bottom of the bottle. That's also white people shit.
No, I mean that sounds similar, but I think you're talking about some kind of craft label beer in America. And I'm talking about a Chinese beer that they imported here.
And I'm back. What did I miss?
We're just talking about beers.
Yeah.
Now we're avoiding
The thing that I
Chinese
can't
beers.
consume. Yes, I better say neutral in this situation because I can't talk about anything I don't.
No, just make sure to stay away from them Chinese beers.
No, stay away from the fucking Coronas.
Oh yeah, and the Coronas. You don't want to get the coronavirus.
Next year,
I don't want the coronavirus.
Next year, it's gonna be the fucking Qingdao virus.
If there is one way to spread diseases, probably putting them in your beers would be the easiest way to do it because, you drink a fuck ton of it, so you're gonna go and get infected and you're gonna just think that you drank too much.
It would be a kind of shitty. Well, I guess it's gonna depend on your tolerance level. For some people, it'd be a shitty vector because, some people they just drink a shitload of beer and then throw it all up. That's not a problem for me because I can just drink I can drink a fucking case on my own, so I'm all right. Mones here could probably smash a couple of 18
I get drunk off of one
packs.
beer.
Yeah, so I don't know. That might not be a good transmission vector.
People throwing up beer? Who are you drinking with, dude?
I don't know, man. Fucking Koreans can't hold their drinks, I'll tell you that.
Do it a little.
Yeah, they get the Asian flush.
They get the Asian flush, and if they keep going, then they throw up after 4 or 5. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Royal Rumble's on.
What's the Royal Rumble?
Nice.
It's a very real wrestling competition where they have all these people fighting for the chance to fight for the title, but there are 30 entrants into the ring and they have to be thrown over the top rope to be eliminated.
Illuminated? Are there
that
fucking
sounds...
light bulbs in there, or?
Yeah, but they're constantly getting illuminated. But to get
eliminated, you mean?
Eliminated.
No, illuminated. They're getting high as fuck, dude. They're getting lit.
They're getting levitated. Some of them get levitated.
So this sounds like Portland, like our idea of Portland, but
yeah, right?
Oh, but it's pro wrestling. It's really real professional wrestling. Sorry, this is definitely real fighting that I'm watching.
Oh, it's a
Oh, it's
SmackDown
Jackson.
Raw thing. Oh, it's at the
Yeah,
fucking
they're
Minute Maid
smack.
Park.
You know, they smack each other down raw, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck yeah, dude. You're gonna make me pre.
This is my favorite pay-per-view too because it's just chaos. There's all these people in the ring. Well, not right now. Brock Lesnar's winning, I guess.
Don't you live near Houston?
No, dude.
Fuck, I don't know. I've heard you
No.
talk about Houston before, so I thought you were around that area.
I don't know anything
no.
about Texan geography.
No,
Neither do
Houston's
I.
real southeast. I'm in what people call North Texas, the North Texas area.
See, near Oklahoma.
Yeah, man, it's about an hour and a half drive for me to get to Lake Texoma. It's great fishing on Lake Texoma. The only good thing about Oklahoma is the lake that we basically own half of.
The lake that you share is the only thing that's redeemable.
Yep. Great fishing on that lake.
Oh, there's one female Chinese wrestler at this year's Royal Rumble.
Oh, they got a China woman.
Yeah, I don't know if she's Chinese or Chinese American. There's a Japanese chick.
Oh, there's a couple of Japanese chicks.
Yeah, I think women's wrestling is a pretty big deal in Japan.
Oh, yeah. What I think they got Stardom. I think it's called.
Oh,
They've got an all-female wrestling.
Well, Japan's got their sumos for men, and I guess women got to do their wrestling too. There's like that wrestling culture in Japanese.
Dude, the
society.
Xiao Li chick, she actually looks like a real life Chun-Li. I just posted a picture of her. Like, she could easily do a cosplay for that.
Sometimes they'll do that for like the Halloween episodes. Oh goodness, yeah. Wow, look at that strong woman.
Yeah, geez.
Yeah, that
like-
looks like a Mortal Kombat character or some
It
shit.
really does.
Yeah. Well, look up fucking Mia In. She looks like a damn Mortal Kombat character. She's like, I think she's Korean American, and she looks like a mixture of porn star and Mortal Kombat character.
What was she, a TNA?
Mortal Kombat?
She's like, yeah, she's WWE and NXT and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Post a picture of her too. She looks like she's right out of Mortal Kombat. But if you watch her, or if you look at her Instagram
Yeah,
or
especially
something,
the face looks like Mortal Kombat to me.
Yeah, she looks like part of whatever Shao Kahn is.
yeah, yeah, no, for real,
She looks like she's about to headbutt me.
bro. I would let her.
Finish her.
I would let her crush my head. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I don't understand like that whole thing. Yeah,
Sex.
yeah, anything like that. Yeah, I don't understand it.
Rip just does not. He doesn't understand the whole cock and ball torture thing. He's just he's not down with it.
Oh,
Yeah, down with CBT, up with CBD.
You down with CBT? Yeah,
You know me.
Yeah, I'm just a CBD man. Don't forget to bring it down.
I would love to get toweled up and watch wrestling. I'm seriously jealous of you guys right now.
Yeah, Total Bread and Circus is over here.
Yeah, for real. Weren't we supposed to be like a fucking...
cowboy game?
What's that?
I'm all in it. I'm also playing the cowboy game.
What is the cowboy game? Is that where you is
Red
that
Dead
where you...
Redemption 2.
Oh, I was gonna
Grand
say...
Theft Horse.
I was gonna say, is that where you just get on your bro's back and...
Oh yeah. Say I'm a cowboy.
Yeah.
Giddy up, partner.
Bareback. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
you,
whenever
like-
get on your bro's back, his bare back, and
You just twirl your lasso around
mm-hmm.
and you say no
Go
homo
Total
every 3 minutes.
Brokeback Mountain.
And then sometimes you might forget to say no homo. Oops.
I think the first one to forget to say no homo gets eliminated, right?
Yeah, they get something.
Right.
The Royal Homo. Homo.
No, they're just officially a homeowner. No homo. It's short for homeowner.
Right. They kick you out of the
Yeah.
homeowners association.
Yep.
And they become a housemaker.
Yeah, you have to make your own house if you want to be a homeowner again.
Damn.
Well, I was talking about a housemaker, you know, like the wife of the house.
Oh, yeah, okay. Women's work.
Mm-hmm. The homo does the women's work.
The homeowner.
So yeah,
It's
man.
called being a housemaker, man.
Yeah, Mones, you're watching this Wrestlefest. How's the meet and beat? Who's winning?
Brock Lesnar's still in, and he's eliminated like 3 dudes since I've been watching. One guy's just laying in the corner. Now they got this big old dude.
I'm looking at the Wikipedia entry and it says there were 12 entrants and 11 of them were eliminated by Brock Lesnar.
So
What,
it's
this
basically a battle royale, but in real life instead of a video game.
Yeah, it is. That's what it's Royal
Yeah.
Rumble.
Yeah, it's Brock. Oh no, Brock's taking off his MMA gloves.
Oh no.
Oh no,
The gloves are off.
the gloves are off, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, he just got kicked in the balls from behind.
Ow, my balls!
Oh,
Ow,
snap,
my
and
balls!
The other guy just kicked him out of the ring. Oh, he's done.
So this really has turned into a CBT fest.
I gotta text my cousin.
Oh god.
You gotta text your cousin. Lesnar just
How
got
much
eliminated by
bullshit that
CBT.
What a shame.
What a shame. Oh Jesus. All right, I think, man, I think our, I don't think our stream's gonna go anywhere from here on out. So I think we can close down the Coronacast for a bit.
Yeah, man. Just avoid the quinoas and avoid the Wahoo-Huns. And yeah, fuck China.
Yeah, fuck China. Don't drink any Chinese beer, or you'll die. Peace.